So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Wits! Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Van der Ven. Rice. And Locatelli. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dink through. Carreras wins the duel this time. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Rice. And here's Lukaku, played back. Van der Ven. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. He's not got that quite right.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Played out wide. Forced to go back. Haaland, now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the pass is intercepted. Locatelli. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Now it's Lukaku. Locatelli, nicely spread. No luck with that dink over the top. Alexander-Arnold. Now Saliba. And here's Szoboszlai. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he welcomes it in. And it's Rice. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Locatelli. Out towards the flank. That is headed... Oh, great leap! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Szoboszlai. Wits. Rabiot. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Soboslai. Tries one from range! Bellingham. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. No, he's just misjudged that one. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Locatelli. Wirtz. Wirtz! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Wirtz had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right. Here's Locatelli. Vinicius Junior. And it's Locatelli. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Locatelli. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Passing nice and neat. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. Bellingham. And that is the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Van de Ven. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Oh, he's burst through. Courtois clears. And he's there to retrieve it. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Oh, shooting chance! Van Dijk with the clearance. And here's Bellingham. Pedro Porro. Bellingham wants to run onto this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And it's Rice. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! In he goes again! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Neves. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long. Paris Saint-Germain truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Good read, needed to be.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Yildiz. Back where it came from. And he's quick to snatch it back. João Neves. Yildiz. Yildiz going face-to-face with his great rival. Haaland is in a really good position out wide.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Rabiot plays it in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Mbappe. Locatelli. Mohamed Salah. Chips it through. Oh, good read. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, that was the second half.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution on the field.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 23, Pedro Porro.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 20,
Locatelli.
Number 19, Bruno Fernandes. Number 5.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
On the field,
Number 6, Shaw. Number 10,
And that
Trippier.
interception
Number
was
38.
most necessary.
He read that really well and
Number
stopped it.
2,
Bruno
Nico
Fernandes.
Gonzalez. Number 15, Yudes. Number 17, Eze. Substitution
Mohamed Salah. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Mohamed Salah. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Trippier. Oh, that was vital. Oh, they could break here. Mohamed Salah might just make this. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Chance! And now they can spring out of defence. And we're halfway through extra time.
Please be made aware that
So
smoking is
15
only
minutes to
permitted
find a
in
winner,
designated
but
areas
is there
within these
anything left in
grounds.
the tank?
Substitution on the field. Number 37.
Is there to be drama in
Coming
these
on the
final
field
15
is
minutes?
Number 24.
15 minutes to find a winner,
Arson.
or else
Substitution in
penalties.
progress.
Shapes to shoot! Trippier clears without hesitation. Now it's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the shot! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the...
And he shoots! They're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's a promising position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. And that has been cleared. And that was nowhere near his best.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's been cut out, well played.
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be one.
Well, this is a great position. And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Bruno Fernandes getting this one clear. That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Vietnam tie it up just about.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter, and as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
So time to shake the weariness out of those limbs and to engage with focus. It's penalty kicks. Which way will he go? And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Bruno Fernandes pondering where to put it. And he makes it one each. A swift riposte. Mbappe is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, he's missed!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Kimmich, second in line for them. Big character, big moment, big save. Eze is the third man to step forward. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
We're on to number 3 here. No! Denied remarkably! That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Yildiz is the fourth man to step up. And he puts it away.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Never in doubt.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Gravenberg, the last of the designated 5. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
Yes, that's how you do it. And the drama continues. Some can barely watch here, every kick potentially pivotal. Oh, great save, that is a great save! Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge. Everyone here are holding their breath.
I saved it! So is this to be lucky 7? We shall see. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Courtois facing match point. And that will do it.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
So it has all ended in hurt. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Good ball, good take. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Haaland. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bruno Fernandes powering forward here. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's a quick one. Çalhanoğlu. Now, can they get him away? And he's cut it out. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Thinks one through. That has not gone well.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Van de Ven. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Locatelli.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Szoboszlai. And it's made its way to him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's the throw. Now this could be a chance. Looking for the run. And the finish! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold makes a move down the right. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is a great pick out. That's tidy. Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Rice plays it short. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking to play him in. Oh, good take in a good area.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pinches it off him. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Just past the 40th minute mark. And he's managed to get free. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vinicius Junior could move up a gear here. And here's Lukaku. Lovely, now then. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And for the first half, that is that. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock.
And
The score
now,
0-0.
please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
So off we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Locatelli with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's looking unstoppable, showing good feet.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Spread neatly. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rice. Locatelli. It's Vinicius Junior. Szoboszlai. Nicely spread. He is just caressing the ball. Played backwards here. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. This looks promising. So, third corner of the game. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rabiot. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
He has found the way through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Son Heung-min, there's the shot! Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He is through here. Oh, that's nice. And that is headed for the middle. The message is clear. None shall pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, no joy this time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's got the beating of his man. Shaw did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Yildiz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vietnam very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Rabiot, and here's Mbappe. Crossed in again, and it's hoisted clear. And he can clear it away.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Caught offside that time.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Çalhanoğlu spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Vietnam could have here their final chance.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's neat.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Oh, shooting chance! And there goes their last chance. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Quick reminder today, please have
How would you
your
summarise
entry
what we've
tickets
seen
at
today
hand,
then,
as
Jim?
it's time to announce
Vietnam
today's winning
really
watching
couldn't
numbers.
get going in the first half, and it has to be said, with no marked improvement.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out.
And he shoots! Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he skips past his man. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Saliba and Gravenberch. Pacho. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's a sharp little ball here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Szoboszlai. This looks promising. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Can he get on the end of this? Pedro Porro. Vinicius Junior. Wits, Szoboszlai, goes for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Gravenberch.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Alexander-Arnold. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
In he goes again! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mbappe with a definite foul there.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb.
He's in one-on-one. He's having a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance, surely! And he hits the net! They're back within reach! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Szoboszlai. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Porro. Pedro Porro. And here's Haaland. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Wirtz. Alexander-Arnold. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's being shifted off it. Yildiz. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal.
2 added minutes has
Now
been
it's
indicated.
Wirtz.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Haaland might just make this. Vinicius Junior. That is good progress on the left. Oh, good read. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations. Substitution on the field, number 22, Rabiot.
Away we go again.
Coming on the field
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Szoboszlai receives it in a wide position. Now it's Szoboszlai. Nicely spread. The ball goes in. Forced to go back. And the shot! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish of true class! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
It's Çalhanoğlu! It's bounced back off the post. Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's dealt with that really well. Flings in across. Tacho can get it clear. It's their second corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat.
Chance! And there's a goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So could they be onto something here? Can he get onto this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Space for him to turn and look. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Vietnam have reclaimed it. Eze, he's shifting through the gears here. Eze, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
He's got away. And this is Son Heung-min. Nice control. And it's Kimmich. And this is Son Heung-min. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Carreras. Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had it taken off him. Pass somewhat off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Son Heung-min. This is a promising build-up. Kimmich. And it's Son Heung-min. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Haaland. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Judas. Number 19, Bruno Fernandes.
Look at the space here.
Number 23, Pedro Porro.
He's picked his way through.
Number 20,
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Number 6, Shaw. Number 10, Trippier.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Nico Gonzalez.
That's a
Substitution in
cute
progress.
ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kyle Walker. Oh, he's been caught. Bellingham! He's got a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well,
And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's not often you see such haphazard defending, Peter, even when you've seemingly identified the areas you're falling short in. How they thought they could get away with that, I just don't know. They should have plugged the gaps. I can't understand why they didn't react to their troubles much sooner.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. With so many teams now playing... Shoots! Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's picked out the run. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Havertz, and they're back on the ball again. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Looking to play him in. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Chouameni. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Haaland. Rafinha. He's in a great position here. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Distributed tidily. Carreras venturing down the left. He is through here. Can he get onto this? Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Real chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's aimed into the middle. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the counter is on. And it's Neves. Pacho. That's a super give and go. It's a pretty loose pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mbappe has the space to scheme. What a throw in. Çalhanoğlu. That's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Decent chance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Rabiot certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Bruno Fernandes. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Havertz. Rafinha. João Neves. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! Vietnam restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Havertz delivers the ball. Saliba attempts a clearance. And it's Neves. Now this could be a chance. Good read, needed to be. Referee has just said play on. Now what about a counter-attack? Great defending, strong and determined. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Havertz.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Haaland. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Nuno Mendes plays it forward. Carreras. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. He's got away. Chance for a shot! Oh, there's a probing ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
João Neves picks it up out wide. Traoré. And here's Rafinha. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Stylish header! Goal! Spain! And they're back in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. He's on it, can he get away? Nicely aimed pass.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Çalhanoğlu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spain do have a chance to counter here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Havertz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hakimi ventures forward, spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba can clear it away. Vietnam very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
The ball is bounced loose now.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Long ball looking to counter. Rabiot. And it's Porro. And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Aims beyond the defence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net.
Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And this is Rabiot. Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Thuram. Space for him to turn and look. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's clever. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bellingham running with the ball. Nuno Mendes. Çalhanoğlu. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Driven in. And he's taking no chances there. No goals as yet. Oh, they could break here. Great vision. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Havertz. And he's well positioned here. Haaland has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He'll fancy himself from here. Real chance! Goal! Spain! And we have liftoff! So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Thuram, and it's made its way to him. Very nicely done. He's cut it out.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Marquinhos.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rabiot. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. João Neves. And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he's not getting his way this time.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. João Neves. Vinicius Junior. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Tacho is there and he can get that clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. João Neves, and the pass is intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vietnam have their third corner. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Turan has it in a wide position. João Neves. And it's Chouameni. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And it's Hakimi. Tacho. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. He is just caressing the ball. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Mendes picks it up from the goal kick. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Haaland. Havertz. And here's Haaland. Havertz. And he whips it in. Deftly away. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he's in on, can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 10.
Gets his head on it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away.
El dorsal 22. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Looking for options for movement. Mendes calmly anticipates.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Might be danger here. Brilliantly cut out. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
A nice sequence of passes, this. Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Plays a sharp little ball here. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vitinha. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. 5 minutes left on the clock. Çalhanoğlu. And Carreras. And here's Yildiz. He's found a way past. Bellingham herring after the ball here. Haaland receives it in a good position here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's on it, can he get away? Marmoush. That's the keeper's ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 4.
Stone test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Vietnam did fantastically well to force it. Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. Holland. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's a good ball. And he is that goes for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Vinicius Junior has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Marmouche.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yildiz. Vinicius Junior. Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Driving on and making good progress. And he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. And he's heaved it away. And it's Vitinha. Trippier. Sanchez. No way through. Vinicius Junior. And the through ball. And this is Marmouche. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vitinha. Well seen, saw that come. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally, but does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Now it's Eze. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Casemiro. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to put, shapes to shoot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Trippier. Tries to play it through. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This
chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! That's a good run down the left. Cross goes in there. Punched away. And he was alert to it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's intervened well there. Casemiro. And it's Bellingham. Succumbs to the pressure. And he has been fouled there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Vitinha to go first. And he does it with poise.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Haaland is the next man in the spotlight.
Never looked in doubt, really.
And he duly obliges. Dembele is the second man to step up for his team. Big character, big moment, big save. So on to the second man.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Spain are looking to keep pace here. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Vietnam are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Of course, and that is a giant step towards the line.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Sticks it away.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Vietnam on the verge. Oh, he's won it all right. So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and challenge. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Havertz, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? That's a good ball out wide. Pedro. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Rabiot, decent chance! There it is! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Spain are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely bit of skill. First quarter of an hour gone. Havertz, good purposeful running this. Pedro Porro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Thuram, Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That could spell trouble. Rabiot. And here's Haaland. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And here's Yildiz. And here's Haaland. And the counter is on. Now it's Rafinha. Look at the space here. Hakimi just loves to go forward whenever he can. Pedro Porro. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot a goal! João Neves unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's neat. João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Haaland. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. It's a goal kick. And it's Neves. Chouameni.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Courtois sends that a long way. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro makes a move down the right. He slings it in. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Haaland. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Vietnam looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're underway for the second half.
Vietnam can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Carreras. Van der Ven. Rabiot, who's set up one goal so far. And he's running through. And the shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
In again. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Haaland. Rabiot. Çalhanoğlu.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a key interception. Havertz. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Neves. João Neves touches it back. Pacho. And it's Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Vietnam are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Tries to play it through. Can he get it through? Thinks about the shot. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Great defending, strong and determined. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that is headed for the middle. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. Carreras. And they've got a throw. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's there to retrieve it. No way through there. Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Haaland. Vietnam are almost home and dry now. Chouameni. Now João Neves. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Porro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yildiz. Carreras. No, it's come to nothing. Chouameni now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. This looks promising. João Neves. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Neves. Thuram. Thuram gets flagged offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe picking up the man of the match award. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of... Takes a shot! That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! And the shot! And it's a goal! Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Haaland. Now that's a lovely exchange. Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedro Porro. And it's Eze. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Haaland. Haaland. Good, strong midfield running here. Haaland! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Osimhen. Real chance! And he hits the net. Into the lead once more. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vietnam have their lead. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. João Neves with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Mbappe with a real chance here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. João Neves.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Haaland. Now it's Neves. Looking for options for movement. Rabiot. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pedro Porro. Over to the other side. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Çalhanoğlu, who's set up one goal so far. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Porro. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Bruno Fernandes, and he lines up a cross. Oh, that's well done, really robust. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Thuram. He has found the way through. And that interception was most necessary. The pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Haaland. And here's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Osimhen. And that has left him in a heap. And that signals the end of the first period. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Vietnam are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And it's Porro. And he skips past his man, and he's had it nicked away. Pedro Porro is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rafinha. Pedro Porro aims beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe! Good ball, good take. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Neves. There they go, hunting in packs.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafinha, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
It'll be a throw-in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neatly clipped into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Haaland. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has been knocked clear. Chance! And the ball's come loose here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Looking for the run. Osimhen gets into a good position. Just eases him off the ball. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No, it's come to nothing. He's going to be disappointed with that. Havertz. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Neves. That is good strength. He has a look up, opts to play it back. He slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Howson. Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up. Rabiot. It's Çalhanoğlu! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El
Well,
dorsal
the two
29,
coaches are signalling
el dorsal
changes here,
10,
both at the same
el
time.
dorsal 87, El dorsal 20.
Osimhen.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal 51. Serán sustituidos
And it's
por
Bellingham.
el dorsal 22. El
Spain
dorsal
really
8,
are showing
el
all the
dorsal
necessary
41,
urgency, but
el
it's
dorsal
potency they
5,
need.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal 7. Se va a realizar
Osimhen.
un cambio de jugadores.
Good take, and is he in? Gravenberch! And that's a good finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Chance for a shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
That's an excellent interception. Picked out brilliant shapes to shoot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. And not this time.
3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bellingham. And it's Gonzalez. That's that, the end. Vietnam can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Osimhen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Oh, easy pickings there. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Yamal knocks it into space. Rabiot. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Pedro Porro. Now Saliba. Casemiro. Gravenberg. Played out to the left flank. Bellingham wins the duel this time. And it's Casemiro. Knocks it out wide. And it's Gravenberg. Nice sequence of passes, this.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Çalhanoğlu tries to pass it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Çalhanoğlu. Rabiot makes a dash for it. Nicely weighted ball. Rabiot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal. Now Timber. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Haaland. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And here's Haaland. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Carreras might just make this. That looks a good ball through. Bruno Fernandes! There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Gravenberg. And it's Casemiro. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Mbappe. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam go in at half-time with a game to chase.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then. There's the shot! And again! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Vietnam restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Chalhanoglu. Timber. And Casemiro. And it's Gravenberg. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Oh, he's been... Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, good effort! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He has found the way. Shoots!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Carreras. Oh, that's nice. Rabiot. Haaland. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. Casemiro. And it's Mendes. Now Ruben Diaz. Yamal. Haaland has found the net here, of course.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Rabiot producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the counter is on. Casemiro. This is a promising build-up. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That is great defending, so alert. Rabiot. And it's Gravenberch. Looking for the run.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this...
Great chance!
Substitution for Manchester United.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 4.
Vietnam with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 6.
He's had it taken off him. Chance here to counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Number 15. Casemiro. Coming on the field. Number 10. Pulisic. Number 21, Vinicius Junior. Number 19, Mbeumo. Number 42, Semenyo. Number
Vietnam
8,
nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Conte. Substitutions taking place.
Vinicius Junior. Vietnam moments now away from seeing this one out.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Kante. Pulisic. Can he finish? And a neat finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum.
Tries a shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrill! That's that, the end. Vietnam have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Chance! Goal! Manchester United! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attack.
Haaland! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a fair try, but just off target.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He is through here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bellingham. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe. And he is dashing away. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A wonderful effort all by himself.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
So it's going to be another corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Oh, could it? Oh, it rattles the bar. And he's there to get it away.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
It's a promising position. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bellingham.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rabiot. That pass has been well intercepted. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Porro. That's very neat. Has to go back here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Porro. That is lovely. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this, an opportunity to pull level. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Bellingham. Oh, sweet feet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And the counter is on. Well, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Valverde powering forward here, and that could set him on his way. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Saliba does well to get it back. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Haaland, pinches it off him. Bruno Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. Saliba. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Pedro Porro spots it and intercepts. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe.
2 added
Haaland.
minutes have been indicated.
And this is Rabiot. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Oh, that's superb. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Bellingham. Drives it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he can thump it away. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Terrific effort! Now, who's going to be first to the... In he goes again! Nearly, but not quite. Vietnam have their third corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's really well cleared. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Haaland receives it in a good position here. And here's Haaland. Oh, look at the space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bruno Fernandes. Carreras. And he decides to cross it. That's a decent clearance. Taken back almost at once. That's destined for the flank. That's good play. Carreras has the space to... Oh, good climb! They want to be quick to recover this. So their fourth corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is just caressing the ball. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
Number
movement on
20,
both benches.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Number 6.
And here's Mbappe.
Number 8. Federico
And it's
Valverde.
Rabiot.
Coming on the field.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Number 22.
Nicely weighted ball.
Bellingham.
Showing
Number
good
42.
feet. He's having a hit! Superb from Yildiz! A finish right from the top draw. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Semenyo going forward. This looks promising, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, super ball! No way through, so back it comes. Yildiz gets a foot in here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He won't be happy with that one. Vinicius Junior. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Carreras. Oh, that is a nice touch. In with the challenge. Vietnam could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Nuno Mendes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's an imaginative pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. This is the time you need that pace.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Rice. Semenyo. And it's Timber. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is